We're here at the West Richland, Washington Yokes with Christopher Sagadin. He's the wine steward. Christopher, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Christopher Sagadin, and I've been in the wine industry about 13 years. I was actually born and raised in Napa Valley, and my father worked for the oldest winery, Charles Krug, the oldest winery in Napa Valley, for about 26 years while I was growing up. And never thought I'd be in the wine industry, but just kind of fell into it by accident and worked at a nice wine shop down in Yountville for several years, and then moved up here and want to be part of the exciting Washington wine industry.
And what's your claim to fame growing up?
My claim to fame? I guess my 6 degrees of separation would be that Sofia Coppola was 1 year ahead of me at St. Helena school system for a number of years.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Yokes.
Yoke's is a chain based out of Spokane, and we moved towards a fresh market concept several years ago, focusing on fresh produce and meats and seafoods, and of course the wines.
How many different wines do you sell at this location?
I think I have about 1,600 SKUs.
And how much of that is Washington or Northwest?
I sell about 2/3 Washington wines compared to imports in California.
And is that typical of the Yoke stores to have that big a focus on Washington?
Especially in the Tri-Cities, I think because we're in the middle of the Columbia Valley, we do focus much more on the Washington wines. But they do also in Spokane, absolutely.
Okay. So we wanted to look at holiday meals, and there's two different kinds of holiday meals, the kinds with turkey and then the kinds with, say, prime rib. So why don't you take us through a few wines that you've selected that you think would go well with holiday meals?
Thinking about the holiday meal, you have so many different things on the table, so many varying flavors that I like to focus on wines that are versatile, especially the wines that have a nice acidity that will complement food. One of my favorites is a sparkling wine, and I actually have one from Cafe Metropole, made right here in Kennewick, and so it's always a nice companion for wines on the holiday menu.
How much does that go for?
That is, I think it's $15 or $16.99.
So pretty affordable.
Pretty affordable.
Okay.
Gewürztraminer, I think, is a wonderful holiday wine, especially with turkey and all the accoutrement that you have on the Thanksgiving table. It pairs really well. Has a nice spiciness.
And what did you pick out for Gewürztraminer?
Upland Gewürztraminer, made in the Yakima Valley.
Okay, great.
And I like Pinot Gris and Viogniers, and I actually think that Thurston Wolf has found the best of both worlds with their PGV blend. So that would be a really nice white wine to go along with the turkey dinner.
Okay.
And then I think rosés are also a wonderful complement. Again, they're very versatile. They can hold up to some of the heartier items on the table and some of the lighter fare. And I've chosen the Waterbrook Rosé of Sangiovese.
And what does that retail for? I think it's around $10 or so.
Yeah, about that. I think I have it on sale this week for just under 10.
Okay. I kind of miss the bowling pin bottle they used to have on
Yes,
that.
I missed that as well. I think I still have one of those saved at home.
Okay. And then what do we have next?
Oh, Pinot Noir, always a wonderful complement to the meal. I think that it's a little lighter in body, so it doesn't overpower the turkey, but it's also got a nice flavor, nice acidity that just holds up well. And I have chosen the Owen Rowe Sharecroppers Pinot Noir. Owen Rowe is kind of a newer winery that we've been able to pick up, and it's been in demand for several years, and we're finally just able to get it in last month. So this is a really nice addition.
And that one's a fairly affordable Pinot Noir, if I recall.
Yeah, it's $18.99.
That's pretty good for an Oregon Pinot. Huh?
Not bad at all.
Okay. And then how are we finishing this meal off?
I finished the meal off with the Yellow Hawk Sangiovese. Sangiovese, many of you may know, is what they generally used to make Chianti out of in Italy. So very nice food companion wine. It's wonderful with everything on the Thanksgiving table.
Okay, and then let's move to maybe a little heartier meal focused on, say, prime rib.
When you're looking at the prime rib meal, mostly reds. I do have a couple whites. The Fidelitas Semillon, I do think will hold up to a lot of the the Christmas meal. The Viognier, I was talking about the Thurston Wolf PGV, and I have a Viognier that's has no Pinot Gris blended into it, so it would also pair really nice.
And who makes that?
That is from Rouleau down in Walla Walla.
Okay. And what do we got next?
Again, rosé, and I think rosé also is one of those that can, particularly this one from Saint Laurent. It's made out of the Syrah grape, and it holds up really well against prime rib. Also, if you're having ham, I think it's a nice companion.
And Saint Laurent, they're up kind of near Wenatchee, if I recall.
Exactly.
But their grapes are coming from Wahluke. They're a real up and comer.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything that I've had from them has been phenomenal.
Okay. And then what do we got next?
Another Pinot Noir. This is from a producer out of the Willamette Valley called Terrapin, and really affordable Pinot Noir, coming in under $20. So nice to have on the table.
Okay. And then we're kind of getting to some heavier wines here.
Yeah, the heavier ones, my personal favorite. But again, you don't want to overpower the meal. Prime rib does hold up a little bit better than some of the Thanksgiving wines. But I picked the Desert Wind Ruah, which is one of their blends, and just wonderful flavors. I think it's been one of my hottest sellers this past year. And if you haven't tried it, definitely give it a shot.
And that one's pretty nicely priced too.
That one's pretty affordable. Yeah, I think I just marked it down to $18.28 for the rest of the month.
All right. And how are we finishing this off?
Finishing off with one of my new finds, a newer winery out of the Yakima Valley called Olson Vineyards, and it's the Rouge de Coteau, which is their Rhone Valley blend. So it's got Cinsault, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, and I think that the blend is just phenomenal, especially with the holiday meal.
Okay. And I guess any of these would also work for holiday gifts too. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, great.